ladies and gentlemen, that's your 2021 season. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Show videocast. Here you have this afternoon's game into the fifth of Phillies and the Miami Marlins as the Phillies lose 5-4 to the Marlins as they lose the final game of the 2021 regular season. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It is over. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please engage the bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Phillies end off the season with an 82-80 record. So they finished 2 games over 500. Not good enough, right? So they do lose the series to the Marlins, of course, down in South Florida. Another series loss to the Marlins. Very, very fitting, right? It is Ricky Patalico said, I mean, this was just a very fitting way to end the season, right? You go down to Miami where you struggle, you lose 2 out of 3, and of course you have to have a bullpen game, right? Because of course this was Zach Wheeler's scheduled start, but of course, Joe Girardi did decide to not have him start this game, so you have to keep that in mind as well. But this was just a summary of how our season went, right? How bad our bullpen was. They finished off with a 9-10 record against the Marlins this year, their 3rd consecutive season where they finished against the ones with a losing record. So that's embarrassing. I mean, that's something that's gotta change. We've been talking about that for a while. So very, very fitting. I'd like to just thank everybody who viewed my videos this year. Whether you watched a lot, whether you didn't watch a lot, maybe you tuned in sometimes. Everybody, thank you. Thank you. I love this. I can't wait to do it again next year. Of course, I'm going to be coming to the postseason. Of course, weekly updates now on Saturday this year. I'm going to announce that. We're going to talk about that a little bit at the end. Still a video probably in the middle of the week, too. About 10 videos a month in the off-season. So I'm still going to be staying active. And some big changes coming this winter to the Phillies Hot Show Enterprise. I am very much looking forward to fixing things up this off-season and making it better. So thank you. As you pick up the scoring summary, the final scoring summary of the 2021 regular season. As we pick it up on the first inning, Eddie Alvarez triples on the line drive to right field, and Brian Miller comes around to score. That was Alvarez's first triple of the year, right? His first and only in game 162, as it's 1-0 Miami here in the first. So the Marlins get on the board first off of Bailey Falter, who got the start in the opener. He just did not look very good today, ladies and gentlemen. Then we pick it up, same inning, Jazz Chisholm. He singles on the line drive to center field, and Eddie Alvarez comes around to score easily from third after he got that triple, of course, and the Marlins now lead it 2-0. And Jazz Chisholm for the Marlins, right, a young kid who has just made a very good first impression there of the Marlins in his first season, his rookie year. Definitely a bright spot for that organization, no question about that. Then we pick it up top of the second inning, Freddie Galvis, Freddie. He's probably going to walk in free agency. Maybe this is his final career home run with the Philadelphia Phillies organization. Who knows? Maybe he's going to come back for a 3rd time, or maybe resign. Maybe he goes elsewhere and then comes back again. Who knows? I'm definitely going to savor this one as he homers on a fly ball to right field. His 14th of the season, his 14th and final home run, and gets the Phillies on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So hit from the left side of the plate right there. He smoked that ball off of Pablo Lopez. So 2-1 Marlins now. Then we pick it up bottom of the second inning. Steven Okert grounds into a double play as Nick Fortes comes around to score as the Marlins now extend the lead now 3-1 ball game. So of course Okert was not credited with an RBI, of course, since he did ground into that double play. But the Marlins do get a run though. That doesn't change. Now 3-1 ball game. Then we pick it up top of the third inning. Andrew McCutchen. Most likely his final home run in the Phillies uniform. And he did it in styles. He homers on a fly ball to left field. 2-run shot to scores Harp. Then that was Kutch's 27th of the season, his final one. So he finishes off with 27 home runs. I mean, that's just great for a guy like Andrew McCutchen, right? So I'm really going to miss him doing the rock, paper, scissors shoot to Dusty Wathan over at third. That was really, really funny. That always brightened up my day. Seeing that. So I'm really going to miss that. That ties the game at 3. Then you pick it up bottom of the 4th inning. Nick Fortes homers on the line drive to left center field off of Hector Neris, who got pretty emotional there, hugging Joe. And a 2-run shot to scores Devin Marrero. And that was Fortes' 4th of the season. And the Marlins now take the lead. Now a 5-3 ball game. So the Phillies tie it. Then the Marlins come back there in the bottom of the 4th inning and now take the lead. Now a 5-3 ball game. Then we pick it up top of the 8th inning. Brad Miller Maybe this is his final at-bat in the Phillies uniform right here, unless he is re-signed. Honestly, I think there's a chance he could be re-signed. He singles on the line to left field. Travis Gronkowski speeds home and scores as the Phillies get a little closer. Now a 5-4 ball game, but not good enough, right? As the Phillies lose 5-4, and for the third consecutive season, they end off their season with a loss. So they were close to winning this ball game, of course, just down by one. DeWer has his last game in the Phillies uniform. It's a possibility. Finishes off with a 726 OPS, a 260 average, so I'm not really going to look too much at. But no Gene Segura in this series at all, which was kind of strange. They kind of just shut him down for the year, very quiet about it. And Alec Boehm gets to start at 2-hole and collects a hit right in his first at-bat, that single. Bryce Harper exited the game early, right? I mean, I think that was just out of respect, right? I mean, nothing was wrong with him, of course. They just took him out, right? This is a meaningless game. Got his 100th walk. Let's see, I thought he wasn't going to do it. And it was in that 3-0 count. And then he watches 2 strikes go by. And then, he's given ball 4. So he collects that walk. Also collects his 42nd double of the season to add on to already what was the career high. So you just love to see it. Every time he got a double, he's setting the career high, right? So that's kind of funny. Every other double he got after, breaking that career high from 2015 was technically considered a career high. So he just kept breaking it. So that was kind of funny. Travis Gronkowski came in to replace him. And Brad Miller, the RBI single the other way. And Andrew Kutcher, only one hit was a big one. The 2-run shot to left field, his 27th of the season. So I'm going to miss Ian Kutcher. Hopefully we can maybe bring him back. Diego Gregoric gets to start at short. And collects a hit as well. And Freddie Galvis, only one hit was the solo home run to right field. His 14th of the season, 14th and final one. And Andrew Knapp, a total disaster. Kind of glad he got the season playing down his final series of the season, because hopefully, he sends a message for, front office that he needs to go. Right, to a 152 average, a 429 OPS. Goodbye. There's no excuse. He needs to go. I don't care about the chemistry with Eflin. I don't care. Eflin can't even stay on the field, apparently. So I guess it just doesn't really matter anymore. And JT Muto, how about that? Buying a house down in Clearwater to help, rehab on a shoulder, right? I mean, that's kind of an interesting story. I heard that on the television today. And Bailey Forcher gets to start. 2 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all 3 were earned, 1 walk. And he didn't strike anybody out. So not the best performance out of Bailey Forcher. Not the best season out of him. He finishes with a 5.61 ERA. So not the best at all. And Jose Alvarado, hopefully that is his last game in the Phillies uniform. Good riddance, buddy. And Hector Neris, right? That was kind of an emotional thing for him, right? He was really fired up when he left the game. Hugging Joe Girardi, hugging his teammates, right? That could be his final game in the Phillies uniform. So I'd like to thank Hector for everything he did. Gets back to the loss today. But I'm not even going to say it was fitting in his time in Philadelphia. I think he did have an underrated, career in Philly. I'm going to say that. I'm going to go to his defense on that. But he did allow that home run to Fortes today. And we got to see Seranthony Dominguez as he pitched a scoreless inning and collected a strikeout. So we got to see him. Seranthony Dominguez made an appearance today. So he looked good. It's like that really, that's one thing that fires me up about 2022. And Ian Kennedy. Most likely probably his final game in a Phillies uniform. A nice solid inning today. And Donis Medina, for a guy who knows Phillies has to, of course, like a couple of my pictures before, comes in there in the bottom of the 8th inning and does his job, right? I mean, he was kind of in a little bit of a jam there, but he was to get out of it. So 5-4 is your final score as the Phillies drop the final game of the 2021 regular season. So that is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. This was so fun, right? You go back and take a look at 2019 for me, right? A time where, around mid-June, I started doing every single game, so I didn't get to get that whole 162, vibe that year. I mean, of course, I did go to 162. I didn't start at game 1. Of course, I did cover the Phillies, pretty much the majority of 2019. Even before I started doing the other game recaps, I was doing some series recaps, so I really did cover them in 2019 actually pretty well. 2020, of course, it was a shortened season, did do every game, not that 162 vibe, but then this year, right, my first 162, from game 1 to game 162 sprint. So thank you. I'm back in the studio where I did the first game recap of the season. It was done on purpose. Not only I wanted to, get down to shore for a little bit, but I also wanted to be at a place, where I started the game recap. So I'm here, down at the shore, right? Coming down here for the, the final series of the season. To 2021 Phillies regular season, recap out tomorrow. Of course, tradition every year. After the season, I put that out. So that will not change. It will be out tomorrow. But I just want to thank you. I want to thank guys like Ethan. I mean, I don't really want to use names too much because I think I'm just going to forget. I mean, so many people, support me, right? I mean, I just love it. I mean, thank you to all of you who watched. If you watched a lot or you didn't watch a whole lot, maybe you tuned in sometimes. Everybody, I don't care. If you watched me, thank you. And tell your friends about this too, please. All the people I've met this year. It's been a fun season, right? I mean, not performance I hoped for, an 82-80 record, but a fun season. So I can't wait to do it again next year. We'll go back to this a little bit. Bryce Harper after the game to the reporters. Hopefully I'll see you in November. Yes, 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 yes. MVP, MVP, MVP. I mean, finishes with a 309 average. We'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow in the series, recap, of course. But this is amazing. 1,044 OPS. I mean, how is this guy not your MVP? Juan Soto totally cooled off the past week. So Harper's got to win this. I mean, he's your 2021 NL Most Valuable Player. He's has to be. Tatis fell off, not to mention that terrible defense. Harper most likely will win his second Most Valuable Player award of his career. So pretty much sure he's got it, right? So hopefully we get to see him in November again for that press conference. I mean, that's going to be a fun thing for Harper fanatics, of course. For that account I run on Instagram, that is going to be very, very fun. So hopefully we get to see that. And, some non-Phillies talk here. I mean, this is just nuts. Out in the AL East, man. I mean, I feel so bad for the Toronto Blue Jays. They're totally blowing out the Baltimore Orioles today, and of course the Red Sox, had to come back against the Nationals because the Nationals are terrible. And the Red Sox ended up winning, as it's going to be a Red Sox-Yankees wild card, as they finish with the exact same record with a 92-70 record. So that's going to be pretty cool, man. A Red Sox-Yankees wild card. So I feel so bad for the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, how discouraging. I mean, man, oh man, how about 4 teams in the AL East with over 90 wins? I mean, that's just insane. And how about the San Francisco Giants? Gabe Kapler clinches the NL West with a 107-55 record. Of course, they get that first wild card spot is going to be out in LA against the Cardinals, 106-56. So absolutely crazy. Going back to the Nationals again, Ryan Zimmerman gets a standing ovation from the Nationals crowd. I mean, that's nice. I mean, Ryan Zimmerman, I think, is a classy guy, right? I mean, you could tell he had some tears. So that was pretty cool. I mean, some respect coming from the Phillies fan, right? I can't stand the Nationals, but Ryan Zimmerman, the guy that killed the Phillies, I mean, it takes a lot for me to say that. I mean, he was really emotional, giving the National fans some love. So that was pretty cool to see. So here I sit. Game 162 complete. I'm not going to be saying, there's no, where are we going? Are we getting on the plane, getting on the bus into the next game? Are we going back to Philly? Nope. That is it. Our season is over. So no playoff baseball again, right? I mean, I'm just so frustrated about that. I mean, year after year. I mean, it feels like, I was hearing John Kruk today. He's like, hopefully next year they could do something. It's just like, feels like they say that every year. Last year they said it. 2019 they said it. 2018 they said it. Like, I'm sick of it. Unless I see something really drastic change, I mean, I'm tired of this. And hopefully Dave Dombrowski does something drastic. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. So I will be doing the postseason, right? Recapping the 2 wildcard games. Series recaps for the American League, 2 division series, and the same with the NL, and the 2 championship series as well. And then, of course, the World Series game recaps for those. So, guys, thank you so much for all the support this year. I'm really going to miss, doing a video every day about a Phillies game, but I got a full 162 game season, and I'm feeling good. It's not like last year where, it was like a 12-week sprint. This feels complete. I feel good. I went to so many games this year. Like, I got the full-on 162 experience. I feel satisfied. Of course, if you forget about the team's performance, I feel satisfied if you exclude that. Of course, if you do, I don't. But thank you. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for watching my videos. You guys really made it fun, and I just like to thank each one of you. It was a fun season, not the performance we hoped for. But I can't wait to start recapping games again in February for the Phils. But until next time, of course, I'm going to be coming back tomorrow for the season recap. And then becoming the postseason. But for the Phillies game recaps here in 2021, this is it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Hot Show of Instagram, TikTok, or finance Instagram. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshotsevent@gmail.com. So that is it. Thank you all. Game 162 is complete, and my grind is complete. It was a fun season. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go, Phils! I'll see you guys.